I'm about to blow your mind. After watching this video, you will be able to shift any relationship you want in your reality fast. Okay, I'm going to talk about how people in our reality are just reflecting to us what is living internally. Okay, and the energy behind it and how to use it to shift any relationship you want fast. Okay, so people are like mirrors. They are only showing us what is deep within internally, okay? Our innermost rooted beliefs and assumptions about ourself, about our relationships, and about them, okay? The people in our reality, okay? So it's just showing us what is deep rooted here. Let's talk about the energy behind this, okay, and how it works. When we are in relationships, okay, it could be a friendship, it could be romantic, whatever relationship you want to focus on, okay, that might not be going the way you want. Let's talk about the energy behind it and what's happening. Okay, so let's say a romantic relationship. Somebody is not showing up for you in the ways you want, and they're distant, they're inconsistent, okay? They are not giving you what you desire. This is just showing you that's what we believe to be true about them, okay? And then when they show up in our reality in a certain way, distant or not giving us what we want, guess what? It will trigger that internal state of feeling like we're missing something, okay? That we are without. And that sends us into the energy of lack, okay? Then this is what happens. We feed off of that trigger without even realizing it, okay? That trigger happens. There's something within ourselves that's triggered, okay? It's deep rooted. And then we start to feel like, I don't have it. So we try to cling onto it, right? We chase it. We tell them, why aren't you doing this? And we're telling them to change and they need to show up for us in this way. And that is just perpetuating more energy of lack, okay? Then we don't have it. So I'm going to talk about the key to making the shift once and for all with this. So before we get into that, I just want to talk about how the chasing energy, the lack energy is just reinforcing the inner belief, okay? It's just reinforcing that we don't have it. It's not there, okay? And that is going to continue to be mirrored or reflected in our reality, okay? It's a cycle. It's a pattern, okay, right? You get triggered by this, then you react. This is a reaction, right? Because the trigger makes us feel like we need to get something in order to feel validated internally, right? And then we keep chasing it and chasing it and chasing it, and it's not coming, right? Because it's getting further and further away from us because we're actually pushing it away. But the truth here is that will never give us the validation. The shift happens when we internally give ourselves the validation. And the next part of this video is going to explain how to do that. The key is to flip the script, okay? Embody the version of you who has it. Okay, so what does that mean? Not only embody the version of you who has it, okay? Your energy should be that you are calm, regulated, and relaxed, okay? But not only that, okay? First create the dominant beliefs. If you were the person who had it, what would you believe about yourself? That you're worthy and deserving of someone showing up for you in the most loving ways? That's first, okay? Then second is flipping the script about them. That you need to perceive them as the highest version of themselves. That they are able and capable to show up for you in the most loving ways, okay? So instead of blaming them, take your power back, create it internally, And when a trigger happens, you can take a step back without jumping to that triggered reaction and come from it from a space of your worthiness, which we'll talk about in a second. Okay. So remember how you choose to see them, that they are loving, that they are present, that they're aligned with you, right? That they choose you, they show up for you in all the most loving ways. Okay. But remember too, the story about you, that you deserve that and that you are worthy of that. Okay. And you are whole and complete without needing to get it from them. Okay. And this takes you showing up for you in the most loving ways possible too. So this means you are also filling your cup. Okay. You're detaching from getting it from them. Okay. And you're filling yourself up internally, that you are loved, that you are whole, that you are complete. Okay. And when you step into that, that's embodiment. You are embodying that version of you that has it. Okay. You don't need it from the external sources. You get it from your internal sources, that the connection, okay, that you're divinely connected, okay, and that you are free and light and abundant in any given moment, okay. So stepping into that and creating that internally within yourself daily, okay, and then creating that story of them as well. So pairing those two together. From that state, no more needing to chase. You simply just step back and allow. Okay. No more forcing. Allow. And when you step into that energy of wholeness, okay, they have no choice but to rise up and meet you there. Okay. You are allowing it, okay, to rise up and meet you there because it's reflecting you internally. When you're the embodiment, again, your reality has no choice but to be magnetic to that and be attracted to that. So, here are the 4 steps to take when you catch yourself feeling like you're chasing. Okay. Number 1, just be aware. Okay. When the old perceptions pop up and the chasing happens, awareness is key to making the shift. Number 2, rewrite the story, okay, about how you perceive yourself and how you perceive them. Number 3, embody it. Embody wholeness as the version of you who has everything you desire. Okay. It's not outside of you. Okay. Be it. And also remember with the embodiment, okay, how you respond. Okay. You're not responding from an anxious, needy energy anymore. Okay. You're setting firm, loving boundaries. You're speaking your truth. Okay. You're not easily giving your power away. You're stepping into knowing what you deserve and what you're worthy of. Lastly, allow. Okay. This is the detachment. Just be in that energy, and then people shift and reflect. Okay. And have no choice but to show up as the version of them you choose. Bottom line, when you shift the story and your energy, you stop chasing and you start embodying. Okay. And you become magnetic to the reality you desire. Okay. The reflection you desire. Okay. Because you know it's not outside of you and you're in your wholeness and you're no longer in lack. Okay. And everything just starts coming to you. So that's the energy flip. Okay. That's the internal flip that needs to happen in order for any relationship to shift. Okay. We're not changing the outer world, we're not changing someone. We're just believing in the higher version of them and believing what we're worthy of. Okay. So that's the whole thing. All right. I want to hear your thoughts on this. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will be more than happy to do more videos around this as well if you have questions. And if you're all about real transformation from the inside out, like and follow so you never miss a video.